Alright, this is Andrew Jolly with Jota Home Inspections. We're here today at 4341 South, 2300 East, doing a camera scope. We've got the camera pushed out as far as we can get it. We're at 130 feet now. We're going to pull it back and see what we see. So this pipe that we're seeing here is called Transite. This is a cement asbestos pipe. Generally not as many joints on Transite as what you have with clay, which is good. There's a joint right there. One thing I look at...
the joint looks fine, right?
Yeah, the joints look good. One thing I look at with those is that you don't have a lot of roots coming through them. Sometimes, like if you notice on this one...
Did you see roots?
Well... I don't see roots. I'm just seeing if it's separated or not. You don't want to have a big separation where it opens up to the dirt. That one looks like it's pulled apart a little bit. I don't see any roots coming through it. Also, you don't want to have a big offset. Sometimes you'll get a big lip, which is not good because it makes it hard for anything to drain over it. That was just a little turn.
Oh.
It looks like the drainage is good. I'm not seeing standing water, which is important.
Yeah.
Well, just a little bit of an offset, not too bad. I just pay close attention to those joints.
Is that a root?
That's where? No, those aren't roots. If you have roots, they generally come in through the joints or through cracks. That's just solid waste. And I've seen a bunch of spider webs, but no roots. Yeah. So this is cast iron. This is coming in closer to the house and right outside the house. Cast iron gets really rough like this, and it can...
This is cast iron.
Yeah, so you have a lot of rust build up. I mean, this is a normal looking cast iron line, but the issue is that it gets really rough, like what you see on the screen, and then the stuff can get caught on it, and it can eventually cause a backup if you're not careful with what you're putting down. And you can have it hydrojetted, and that smooths it out, which can help a lot. We have a bunch of standing water in here. Oh, and then I went underwater. So that's a belly right there. That's a flat spot where we're going underwater. So I'm pushing it back towards the city right there, and you can see we're above it. And then going underwater. Underwater.
Why this part of water is full?
So this is a flat spot, so that's not good. That's a spot where it's not going to drain as well. And that's a 5-foot belly right there. So, and then also right here, this doesn't look very good right here. You shouldn't have all that standing water just sitting there right there. And that, I started going underwater at 40 feet, and now we're at a little less than 35. So you have 5 feet of an area that has a flat spot with standing water like that. And then also, everything's going to have to drain up this little hill past all that debris. So that's going to make it harder to drain right there.
Yeah. So can you tell where it is?
I can't, but if you have a drain company come out, they'll locate it. We're about 30 feet out, so I don't know if... this is probably outside, I would imagine, but I'm not positive. That's something I would have a drain company come look at, and they can clean it, and then once it's all cleaned out, they can tell you a better idea of how big of an issue it might be down the road, or if it's something that you should repair now.
So how to repair? Is it under the house?
Well, not necessarily. That could be outside. I'm not sure where that spot is.
Oh, okay.
It's close enough that it could be right outside, or it could be under the house. If it's under the house, they'll locate it, and once they locate it, they can know exactly where it is. They still have to dig up the ground, but it's not like they dig it up and then go search for it. They find it first. Their camera heads a lot of times will have a locator so that they can tell you exactly where it is. I mean, that wasn't far from the cleanout though, so there's a good chance it is here under the house. So here we are back at the cleanout. So just to recap, you have a lot of transite line. I didn't get all the way out to the city line because it was so far and I was having a hard time pushing out further. So there's a little bit of the line that I couldn't see. But then with the cast iron, you definitely had some areas that had standing water, which indicates there's a flat spot or something blocking it. It was about 5 feet long where the standing water was. And then once I came out of the water, I could see some debris. It looked like the line wasn't as opened up as it could be. It looks like there was either buildup or something blocking it. So I would have it cleaned out and then have it re-cameraed so you know exactly what's going on. And if there's a repair that needs to be made. Also with a flat spot like that, that's something that you can't necessarily fix just by cleaning it. If you have a spot with bad grade, that means replacing that section of line so that you have better grade. So I'm going to end this recording.